Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. What a fun day we had today. And Grandpa will tell you all about it shortly. We're going to talk about the opening price coming up here and the range for tomorrow. Um, so, please don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice. Grandpa's not a financial planner. And if you would, please share, and subscribe. Grandpa likes subscribe. Grandpa's funny. Okay, well, at least Grandpa thinks Grandpa's funny. Okay, so we had a high today of 228.47, a low of 216.80, and we closed at 228.13. Woohoo! That's pretty impressive. I probably got half of America mad at me for selling out early, like always. But we all did good. We all did good. Anytime you're making money, you're doing good. But and I'll go through that shortly here with you. See, where does Grandpa think we're gonna open? Where are we gonna open tomorrow? You know what? Grandpa's been calculating again. I was calculating, and I try to calculate the fair opening price is what I strive for. I was right on this morning. As a matter of fact, it hit my fair opening price 4 times in the pre-market, and within seconds after the open this morning. So I said we were going to gap down, and by George, we did. And we're going to gap down, I think, tomorrow also. I think we're going to open at around 224.50. So we're going to gap down a little bit. And currently, Grandpa went short up here at, what do I got for an average? 228.10 short. But this is just like a scalp thing for a few bucks. I will get out of those shares pre-market or at the open, those short shares, and then I'll play the real game. And just something Grandpa does. If you want to try it, it's risky to go overnight. There's no doubt about that. But Grandpa is pretty good at picking the open. And so I run with it once in a while. I don't do it all the time because Grandpa's not always right. But sometimes Grandpa is right. So 224.50 is going to be, I think, very close to where we open tomorrow morning. And if that plays out, Grandpa will pick up a little bit over $3. So we'll see how that works out. 350 maybe. Okay, so George, we got church tonight. I'm going to see George. He's working on my website. I love that guy. He's got Grandpa. Grandpa. Grandpa was thinking about doing that join forces thing, and he pointed out the good, the bad, and the ugly of it, and so did my son. So we decided, Grandpa decided better not do that. Grandpa's not a banker, so I got enough trouble with. And it wasn't about the making money anyway. It was just a crazy idea Grandpa had, and Grandpa gave it up. So. Had to do with OTC and the market makers, and I had an idea if we join forces. It's just not. It's not doable. It's not. I don't even think it's probably legal. So, and I don't want to do anything illegal. We're regulated. We have to go by regulations, and Grandpa isn't big on regulations, but I probably should be. Okay, so let's see. What else? We got the range. What is the range going to be tomorrow? Well, on the high side, I think the range is going to be the 232 area. Let's see, which one am I looking at? I got to get on the right range. 230.50, 230.50 on the high side, and not on the high side. 230.50. If we can close above that, you probably look for 247.50. But I do want to point out one thing. 233 is extremely important. Very, very important. Do not forget that number, 233. It's the high of the candle the other day. And if we close above that bus, we could run up, not just up in the 247.50 area. We could see the 265, 269 area again. So 233, if we can close above 233, not just a wick through it, I'm talking close through it. Will it happen where we close above 233? I don't know. But if we do, this bus might just really run. And until then, we have the 230.50 number. If we can close above that, that's going to make us probably the next day or the same day get above that 233 number. So we have resistance at 230.50, 233 obviously, and 247.50 on the top side. On the bottom side, we have support down at 216. We went as low as 216.80 today, and Grandpa moved his buy at 217 down to 216.25 just before 216.80 hit. So, but I had plenty of shares anyway, and I don't care. But so, and on the bottom side we have support at, like I say, the 216, 217, 222, 225. And where might we run tomorrow, and what range may we run in tomorrow? Where did Grandpa write that down? Let's see. Hang on a second. Grandpa's thinking. What I'm trying to do is see in my notes where I wrote it, because I know I wrote it. Oh, and I need to talk to you about divergence also quick here. And I will, but first I want to tell you the range. The range Thursday. Okay, here it is. Predominantly, I think we're going to run in the 222, 225, 233 to 237 range predominantly tomorrow. If that's helpful, I hope so. So a range of 222 on the bottom side, most likely 225, 233 to 237 area. And with wicks could go on either side of them numbers. Okay, so divergence. What happened? Well, we had higher prices today with higher volume, okay? And that's considered a good thing. So no divergence today. We had 5 million more shares bought and sold today than yesterday, and for a total of 83 million total shares bought and sold today in Tesla. Keep in mind that the average overall in Tesla is 90.5. When they really get rocking and rolling, we get a volume in the 120, 130, 128 million. Then she's really rocking and rolling, But yeah, volume is inching up here a little bit. That's a good sign for going up. Of course, that means Grandpa's going down because Grandpa's not normal. Okay, the dominant trend. Now I'm going to go through some charts with you and I'll show you that the dominant trend is currently up and why it's currently up. We have a buy signal in the daily. In order to have the dominant trend, you have to have a buy signal in the daily, the weekly, and the monthly, and we have all of that. Here's our 3-year-old trend line come November, this white line coming across, and we are above it in the daily. We're above it in everything, pretty much. And the weekly, of course, is a buy signal, and we are above the line, the trend line. Now, 2 days ago, it switched and we lost the daily for just a bit and got a reversal for 1 day. And but she came right back to life the next day. And let's look at the monthly. Where is the monthly? Grandpa can't. You know, if Grandpa could see, you'd be in better. We'd all be in better shape. So here's this dominant trend all the way back here to 3 years ago in November, and we're sailing up through it. We've sailed up through it before, up to $271 in our recent past, back a few months here. And here's our trend line on the bottom, coming along. Let's see what price is that at now. Right around 153 now. One's going up, the other's going down, and they will meet at some point. So, but right now we're breaking out the top side. So now, being we broke out the top side, that white line will act as support to some degree. So, and it is at 219.70. Oh, that's a biblical number, 219.70. I like that number. So, you know, when she comes down to this line, if it does tomorrow, and it very likely might come down around that 220 area, and fight it out again tomorrow, you know, and head right back up again. But yeah, I really feel bad because I let everybody down today selling early. Okay, so what did our guys do today? Well, everybody did very well. And I'm going to tell you what their potential was if they would have stuck with Grandpa's original thought of selling at 226.50. You know, our long positions, we all bought the dip. We got in our positions, everybody. DLA ended up $498 for the day. Yesterday, the guy made $2,000, but he needs a lot of money because he's got twins coming any day now. By the 18th, he'll have twins. He's a good husband. And let's see, Jeff ended up $223. Grandma snagged $57. Grandpa grabbed $326, and Treasonous Trucker beat us all. He ended up $620 for the day. So, however, and you know, Grandpa tends to sell early. Okay, I really do, and I just didn't want to take a chance of a big red candle that can be $4 and get knocked out of stuff. So anyway, regardless, Treasonous Trucker made $620. If he would have stuck it out up to the 226.50 mark, he would have had about $920 estimated. I would have had, instead of 326, 730. Grandma would have had 200 instead of $57. Jeff would have had $900 instead of 223. And DLA was doing an option, so I don't know what it would have been with him. But regardless, we all had a really wonderful time. It's a fun time. And at 9 a.m. to 9:15, I'll come on live tomorrow, and we'll do it all again. Every day everybody's doing real well, it seems like, and no losers that I'm aware of. And that's the way it is. So we got church here coming up pretty quick, so Grandpa's gotta go spruce up a little bit. You don't want Grandpa to go to church all grubby, do you? No, you don't. Okay, hey, we'll see you in the morning. I'm expecting a gap down. 224.50 is where Grandpa thinks it's going to open. Boy, if I'm right twice in a row, you guys better watch out. Oh, yeah. Hey, think about eternity once in a while. Grandpa does. See you tomorrow.